quick video showing my setup incomplete. So we'll start with the sump. Got a big protein skimmer, custom made by myself. Just making a pipe with the bottle open, bottle top, and see skimming away there. And so that's the down pipe with a bit of flexi hose on the end, and then in here is an Oasis tub. In there I've got a tube with a giant spearer who's recoiled because I've removed the darkness so I can make the video, but she's happy. Got myself a little ball in the bottom there. Then I've got a little fuge growing loads of stomatopods. You might not be able to see them. Don't know, I've got my cameras. Air pump, of course, for the skimmer. And then sponges. Next section I've got a load of biomedia heater. Just in the bottom there. Big Titan heavy duty pond heater. Got one hydra, another hydra currently in the bucket, which has just got some snails in that I'm just cycling around. And then it overflows, of course, into the return. All I've got in the return is just a couple of ornaments that I'm just shoving in there for the time being. I need to chuck them at some point. And the pump goes all out the back and up into the top corner, which means just below the surface, just so it ripples the surface but doesn't suck any air in. And then this is my top tank. In here I have currently got 6 mollies, pajama cardinal, and a beautiful jewel puffer. I'll be adding a half-red filefish, Melanocephalus, the species, and I'll also be adding a peacock mantis into this aquarium. All going well, should not have too many problems. If not, I've got places I can put them. I've got lots of different kinds of macro. I've got Curlerpa, 2 kinds of Curlerpa, the feathery foliage, one of the more solid foliage. I've got the button macro, I think that's again Curlerpa. I've got some dragon macro. I've got some cheetah in there as well, you can see. A few bunches just shoved in for cover for the fish for the most part. And I've also got some seaweed that I've pulled out from a rock pool, but that is getting devoured by the mollusks, which is fine. Then I've got the first PVC overflow. So it's got a surface skin at the top there, water falls down, goes up through, overflows. I've got a little PVC polycarbonate pipe there, sorry, so you can see where the water level is just in there, and that's being sucked on by the end of an aqua lifting pump, and then the overflow flows down through there and then falls down into the tank. And I've got a couple of baffles to remove big bubbles and stop it from plugging. Still got plenty of micro bubbles, but that's not really a problem. And then in here I've got currently a couple of snails, a couple of limpets, some of my glass there. I've also got a couple of hermit crabs, including a blue knuckle that's wedged himself in a piece of rock. 2 big bits of live rock, really quite attractive pieces of live rock, and a pseudo squaller ciliata, which is hiding away somewhere on the inside. Not actually in there, you just can't see her. Camera can't pick her out, but she's just inside that hole there. Obviously excavating all these tunnels out all the way around, doing a good job. And then that overflows through here. A little mesh divider that's glued in above this glass that I've also again glued in. In here I've got a glabrous, Gonadothlaceus glabrous. I've got a few bits of live rock, a brittle star, big brittle star, and some zoanthids just on there. Not sure where the glabrous is, she's hiding away at the moment. But again, another overflow. Same principle up there. Falls down through the MDF. Another baffle, and then here I've got my Turnotensis. She's chilling. Got a big beadlet anemone. A couple of little beadlet anemones as well, actually, that happened to be in here. There's one down there. Big PVC burrow for her, a few snails as live food. And again, divider here. And I've just wedged a skewer in there at the moment, so I can't be bothered to actually glue it up like the one above, but I've got to do that at some point. And then here I've got my Gynodactylus chiragra, which is again in a burrow. They're all hiding at the moment because I'm filming, so they don't want to come out. They don't like me being near. Tina's inquisitive. She's wondering exactly what I'm doing. Whereas the other ones just don't want anything to do with me at the moment. What's going on, Tina? She's stunning. She's about 4 inches across, 4 or 5 inches across. Stunning Turnsensis. And that's what overflows down to the bottom. The other thing that's worth mentioning, it's all run by PVC overflows, all on the same principle, all glued in with cement, and they all go to this one apparatus pump. T-junction to the top of one, another T-junction there, to the top of one there, and to the top of this one. You see the balls being dragged through there. There. So they all stay primed. Equipment I've also got in this one here, nice and bright, without tripping over the table. I have a remote, because these, not just any light, that in the top of the flood unit, I've installed LED strips so I can actually fill around with it, do whatever I want. At night I'll put it to just blue and I dim it, so at night it's really nice and dark. Close the curtains. Yeah, so at night it's dark, but it's not too dark. And then again white, up in brightness. These are the colours on mollies. Look at the mollies. Just set off in mollies, but looks stunning. Picks out the green, picks out the rock. My favourite one personally is that one. Just sort of goldy, orange, green and red. Absolutely gorgeous. Don't change it too much. A little bit on an aquatic blue. It's quite nice. Purple, it's pointless. Or you can have it on a few different settings where it just goes between a load of them. Don't use this one because it's just a bit sharp. Strobe fades in and out of white. That's quite a nice one for a mood setting. You can have it on fade where it fades between all the colours. I like this. And of course this is low LED. It's not good enough to grow to grow corals really, it's not quite bright enough. But it does provide enough light to grow certain macroalgae, particularly the most prolific species you call Erperignacito. Dragon's breath doesn't grow too well into it, but hopefully I'll get some growth. But for the most part I'm just growing it for the attractive nature, because not having corals, I don't think enough people actually utilise macro. So again, species. There's the one bugging its head out. That's my Pseudosqualid ciliata. My Lysiosqualid in the bottom is still hiding away from me. She's just got her eyes poking out, looking at me. My Chiragra is actually just in there. Make her legs out, but not an awful lot else. Tina. Turnsensis. This is my most active one, my Glabrous. See if I find her. There she is. What are you doing, you little silly sod? Boop. She's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? She's just there poking her head out. just chilling. Checkerboard eyes. Tina will probably try to kill me if the fish doesn't find this particularly daunting. I expect it to tell me to go away. There you go. Turns the tailsome round. Stunningly beautiful. That's everything. Hope you enjoyed. I'll do another video to show all the equipment I'm using.